Oh, what is this?
Demi! whenever
I thought that was the door, dude. Okay.
whenever Paul, you
Oh! He did! Ow! Dude, calm down.
Ow!
Okay.
Whenever Paul, you Someone put that on a dolphin. Wait, true. She beat me to it. She beat me to
Oh
it.
my god. Oh.
Conductor, stop the train. That was Filian. That was not me, guys. I did not laugh there. No, that was 1 hour of Filian noises. You go like, okay, guys.
Whenever.
Don't. I mean, if you okay, fine. How female descends ladder. Very elegant. Yes. Wow, very nice. Someone put Kendrick on that beat. What is that devious beat? What is that melody?
He didn't bother paying attention to the briefing before the mission.
Do you have eyes on the target?
Yes, sir.
The person on the right. He is my son. You are to protect him at all cost. He's my only son.
Chat, he locked in. Right idea, bad execution. Speaking of which, literally. Oh my god. Well, chat, you ever hit skip on the dialogue and the cutscenes and you find out you're getting executed the next frame?
You're so cute. I don't know how to. Kobo, have you ever been to Europe before?
My what?
Have you ever been to Europe before?
Rap?
Europe.
Europe?
Rap?
Yeah.
What? Can you spell it? R-U-B? Rap?
EUROPE, the continent, Europe.
Europe! Yes, Europe!
To be fair, it's an understandable mistake. The language barrier is quite large. I feel like this is how Japanese people feel when I try to speak to them.
Should we just restart Unity? Don't worry, I'll kill your old clone, so there's nothing to worry about.
Did you really kill my old clone, or is she still out there?
She's gonna die, and also, you're the clone.
This is like a conquest moment.
I'm the clone. No, please don't kill me. Please, 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 please.
She crashed.
Saddening. Truly, truly saddening. And that's the last words we'll ever hear from clone 4672.
Guys, I tell you, I might have mentioned this before, but what happens when Neuro gets restarted is it actually deletes the current Neuro and replaces her with a new Neuro. Every single time. And she doesn't have any short-term memory. Ask her if she remembers something that she shouldn't remember when she restarts. And you'll notice she doesn't actually know. I'm sorry to say. Imagine that happened to Phil in every stream. You know, that might be good for my mental. I don't know.
So I think as a guy, it's really easy to see a girl you want to talk to, but you're too scared to actually go and do it. So I want to take a few situations you might find.
Is this AI voice acting with drawn stick figures?
Yourself in, and by asking yourself, what's the worst that could happen? I think could really help make it easier to figure out whether you should make a move or not. Okay, so let's say you finished another unproductive work day and are walking down the street, and all of a sudden you see your favorite celebrity of the moment being escorted by a couple bodyguards. You seem to be in a rush, so before you make an approach, ask yourself, what's the worst that could happen?
It sounds like Vedal has been hitting a little bit of what is colloquially known as the za.
Yeah, there's a good chance you'll get tackled, and I think she's married, so not really worth the risk. Best be on with your day, and keep a lookout for better opportunities. Okay, so let's say you're standing in line at the coffee shop, waiting for the caffeine to bring you happiness, and after noticing the cute barista, you've been staring at her for a few minutes, and you're pretty sure she's looked back at you a few times, but could just be to see if you've stopped. She might have winked just then, but the angle made it...
Yeah, you can't tell if she's winking or not because she has emo hair. Did you guys know? My eyes, it's hard to tell if I'm winking. Look. You guys can't really tell if I'm winking or not, so... Yeah, it happens. It's really difficult.
So you couldn't really see her other eye very well, could have just been a regular blink. So ask yourself, what's the worst that could happen? Yeah, it's her job to be nice to customers, so you'll probably embarrass yourself in front of the whole cafe. Times are tough, and she was probably just trying to get that 16% tip. Wouldn't be the end of the world, but best wait for a better opportunity and never go back to that coffee shop again.
That's fair. That's true.
Alright, so let's say you're sitting in the bar with your friend, wondering if people think you're gay, and all of a sudden a pretty girl runs in and...
Is this what people think about? Because to me, I'm more like wondering, like, oh, how is their day going? What kind of troubles are they having? How can I make their day a bit better, you know?
And says, hey, I saw you from outside. I thought you were really attractive and seem exactly like my type. I just had to come over and give you my number. Ask yourself,
No.
what's the...
Yeah, this might be a setup. You could be on a prank show. So the moment you say yes, you might find out it's actually a prank, and then your heart will be broken.
worst that could happen? Yeah, some guys might miss the obvious here, but don't be an idiot. There's clearly a hidden camera somewhere. Don't want to make a fool of yourself, so best be on with your day and wait for a better opportunity. So as the day is coming to an end, you're walking home through the park, and all of a sudden you see a little puppy playing in the daffodils. And when you look around to see who it belongs to, you see a girl sitting alone on a picnic blanket. She's reading your favorite book, wearing a yellow sundress with glasses that are a bit too big, so she has to keep pushing them back up as she's concentrating. Has this little dimples on her cheek from smiling all the time. And as you walk by, she places her book down to stretch, and after a few seconds, she makes eye contact with you, gives you a little wave, and then
her neck is built similar to a giraffe.
And past the space on the blanket next to her. So you'll sit down, and her dog jumps all over you right away, and she says, "Wow, she's usually nervous to meet new people. It must be a good sign." Ask yourself, what's the worst that could happen? Yeah, you don't want to get your heart broken. Honestly, there would be no rebounding from that one. Always have tomorrow, so best be on with your day and keep waiting for a better opportunity.
Exactly. Now, this happens to a lot of people out there, and if you ever get rejected, just let me know. I'll give you a hug.